Today I'm looking at how to route force into the ground with connected body structure, and we're going to look at a few different body positions for handling force which occur in common martial arts scenarios. Again, I'll be using Wing Chun forms as an example, but this really applies to any martial art. The first thing we're going to look at is what we call Pak Sao, slapping hand, and also appears in the form like this. So if you stand here and try to push this thing naively with your hand, my bicep is tense, my shoulder is tense. This is starting to fail already. This is 70 pounds or so. It is a lot of force. Now, shoulder drops, the elbow connects to the hip, and to generate the push, I don't push with my hand, I sink my mass down. Easy. No tension in the shoulder. The bicep is completely loose. There's nothing here. And my leg feels heavy. The reason I know I'm doing it right is because I feel pressure in the bottom of my foot. So all of the weight of this bag, so again, number one, wrong, pushing with the arm. Number two, sink. The sinking of the elbow into the hip connects them and routes the force directly into the ground there on the foot, and I feel heavy in my foot. Okay, number two, we're going to look at pushing, okay? Standard, naive pushing, we're wrestling. We're trying to hold this thing up. My biceps are tense. I'm fighting with my hands. My shoulders are tense. I have some weight on my back foot. I do feel it, but a lot of work done in my arms. Now, relax. Shoulders down. Elbows down. Relax. Breathe. My weight sinks even more into my foot. My foot's getting heavier. My hands are getting lighter. I'm not actually holding this up that much with my hand. It's hard to balance it. But here we go. I can do this with one hand now. Okay. This hand to that foot. There we go. Now it's gone. It's actually similar to the Pak Sao movement, right? I just extend more forward. But notice what happens to my body. This rod stays through my center. I don't do this. That's the rod is bending. I do this. I rotate around the rod stays fixed, my spine stays straight, my skeleton is aligned, and my shoulders are loose. See, I can move them around. In this version, when you're pushing like this, you can't move anything around. Okay, you have to be back here. My shoulders are loose. They're not carrying the weight. Okay, number three, the side arm, which we have a couple of different things in Wing Chun to do this, but general principle is you're squashed, you're up against your opponent, they've got your arm, okay? From here, I cannot do this. I cannot hold that force with my shoulder. So I drop, I rotate. Already it's moving. I rotate. It's the same principle. The bag is pressing on my shoulder, but this part here, this shoulder, this elbows, mentally I'm driving it towards my hip. And when I say mentally, I mean there's something happening on the inside because you can't see it on the outside. Whereas right now, it's floppy, it has no force, so it's being squashed. Now it's very stiff. I'm trying to hold it up. I'm losing my balance because this is heavier than I am. Now, I stretch the hand from the shoulder socket to open up all the joints, and I sink. This elbow is driving towards my hip. You can't see it, but it's like I'm thinking about the elbow going down towards my hip. So there's a stretch out and down towards my hip. Now I'm holding this force, and it's being held with my lats and my leg. So this is no problem, okay? There's a couple other things we could do here, but those three are probably the good ones to start with, especially this one. When you get crushed across your body, it's very difficult to maintain balance. So usually what will happen is you'll start losing your balance to that crush. So figuring out how to go from there to recovering your center line, which actually in Chungkyu, I think this is shown. I know there's a lot of different interpretations about this part in Chungkyu, about this being attacking multiple opponents, but I think there's another interpretation of this, which is that you are crushed here, you allow the force to go that way, and you recover your center by connecting your elbow and your hip, which allows that force to travel through, just like I just showed here. You're crushed, you recover, and now you have that force again. So crushed here, recover, back to the center. Play around with that, see if we can find those connections.